what is up, people? Smithers are. I know. I told you guys that the high school DxD video would take everything out of me, and it fucking did. I fucking hit the floor right after it said uploaded. Literally, I fucking hit the flow. I was done. Fuck it. Smithers are here today to give you the world only God knows Season 3, Episode 6 motherfucking review. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. This anime, oh my god. It is one of the weirdest fucking, like, romance animes I have ever seen. Like, ever. It's like, whoa. And it's like harem too, but it's not really the harem that you really would expect a harem to be. And it's just, every fucking week is a new fucking adventure with some weird ass shit in it. Like, oh my god, bro. Like the beginning of this episode, this girl, I believe her name was, oh my god, fuck. Shinori, yeah. Shinori. Or something like that. I'm gonna call her Shinori. I know it's probably like Shiori. Yeah, let's call her Shiori. Okay. And Shiori, of course, is the library girl. And this episode's entirely and completely about her. And she's conflicted with all of these feelings in the very beginning before even the opening. And she's like, Katarasagi, he saved me. And then he's like, he kissed me. And it's like, he's a fucking cross-dresser. He's in a relationship with a man. It's so much shit. I'm like, bro, yo. It was just a weird episode overall. This episode, I really could not break it down like I usually like to break things down. Because this episode was so one-scened, like one type of location, and there were a couple other locations thrown in, but it had the same type of, like, background in it. It had the same feeling mostly throughout the entire anime until, of course, they walked home and then they went to eat some ramen, and that was like the only thing that was like out of place in the entire thing. Everything else took place in the library, and it's really hard to basically separate the scenes in my head when it's like most of the thing is just from one background. I usually like to, when there's multiple backgrounds going on, like, this is what this happened and this is what this happened, but they were all in the same location that all this shit happened. And so everything that happened, it just started swirling into my mind, and then it's getting mixed up here or there. Let me try and give you the basic premise of the entire episode. Shinori has to write a book for the My High School, I believe, festival. And she has to write it. She's down to a couple days. And Katsuragi, in the beginning of this shit, this dude was still rocking the cross-dressing for like half the fucking anime. Like, literally half the anime. You still rocking the cross-dressing. I'm like, damn, bro. Come on. And basically, the entire episode was us trying to get on the same level and to get more of a feel for Shiori. Because she's trying to write this book and this novel, but she can't get any inspiration. She wanted to write a book originally after, of course, Katsuragi got in there and saved her from that when she was trapped by books. He came in, saved her, and kissed her. And then she just wanted to express all these feelings that she's had, but she didn't have a way to do it. And so she felt like writing this book was a chance. And this episode dealt heavily with the understated meaning of procrastination. How she wanted to write the book, and she really wanted to. But every time she tried, she would just mess up, and so she would procrastinate by reading more books and going off different topics and going into a different world, so to say. Literally, she went to a different world, like animations and shit. I'm like, damn. But this episode is one of those episodes that's that's kind of, in my opinion, hard to review. It's it's because it's like so straight and narrow with what happens that it's hard to get every single piece of that arrow put together. Like for instance, if you draw a straight line, then you cut that line up into 10 pieces. And then you just take those 10 like pieces of that line and you just throw them into a random spot. And then you try and put it back together again how it was originally. It's nearly, like, that's how I see it. Like, let's say you took a straight stick and you cut it into pieces. And they were all evenly sized pieces. And then you just mixed them all up in a bag and you said build the stick originally how it was. That would be nearly impossible because all the pieces are somewhat similar. There's just a few key differences to fit into the original stick. That's how this episode went for me. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was really, 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 like, especially at the end with him reading her book and the emotion and how she grew her wings from that. How the dude really didn't do anything but show her that she had the potential within herself. I really like that. And of course, there were funny moments in it. And how she's trying to go back to the Galaxy War thing, and she's trying to like, oh my god, no, I gotta focus on the characters. Wait, shouldn't Katsuragi be one of my characters? Oh, no, what am I gonna do? And Katsuragi the entire time, shut up and write. Shut up and write. Stop thinking and write. Stop thinking and write. It's one of those things where if we overthink something, it usually becomes so drastic in a level of difficulty that we won't really try to attempt to do it. Like it's one of those examples that we've all had before. We overthink trying to do something, and we want to make it how we want it, how we want to do it, and we just keep thinking and thinking and thinking about doing it. But all this thinking about doing it is just making the task seem more and more near impossible. That it psychologically puts a timestamp, so to say, into our mind of we should not do this, we should just give up. It's one of those things that every person usually goes through multiple times in life. I've even went through it a couple times myself, yes. Especially with college and all this shit. Overthinking things is very, very, very difficult. And it's something that you really don't want to do. But it will always happen, whether we want it to or not. It's one of those things that is in a constant flow. There are few people that can actually just do something without overthinking it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy, but for some people, overthinking it comes very common. For some, it comes very rarely. But most of the cases, it will come for all of us. And that's what I feel this episode of it at least, was trying to somewhat cover in an understandable, deep-sided meaning. Not just, oh my god, look at this cross-dresser, oh my god, she's writing a book, and then oh my god, he kissed her, oh my god, she realized that she could do it, oh my god, she grew wings. And we finally meet this girl, the actual angel, and she appears throughout it the entire time. And she's like, she can take over her body, but a lot of times she's outside of her body. She's like that. She isn't really inside of her, so to say, but she is. It's weird. It's like she's walking around the library, yet one time she takes over her body. And she mentions that Apollo said not to talk to strangers. And I'm trying to remember exactly what her name was, but I really can't at this moment. But episode overall was pretty good. I mean, yeah, I know now I'm just basically talking about shit. Like, but that's how the episode went for me. I mean, the opening, oh my god, opening I don't even believe I talked about it, but I just fucking love that opening, like in the beginning. We without wings. That's that shit, boy. That's that shit. It's really good. Why do we try to? That's that shit. That's that shit. Oh my god. I don't know why, but it's so smoothing. It just calms you down to relax. And yeah, that's about all I can really say about this. Yeah, I know it was a short review in my standards. Hell yeah, but I really didn't talk about the episode as much as what the episode was trying to, in underseated meaning, if you didn't really catch it, trying to push on to you. The fact that you should just, most of the times, not overcomplicate things and just do it. Just do it. That's one of those things that a lot of people have problems with. Okay, so that being said, I'll give this episode, I'll give it a 7. 7 out of 10. It was a good episode with some okay moments in there. Because, yes, it was repeated. Like, it was like one of those animes that has one of those same fucking scenes. Like, not like same scenes in a sense, but it had the same type of location. And it was very, very, very talk heavy. And in a way, it was boring for me. Yes, it was pretty boring. You know, I mean, I'm expecting, like, because we've seen this shit and we know how it goes, but it was one of those more light episodes, so to speak. That's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. It was still good, hell yeah, but it just had those okay moments, because for some people, that long dragged out dialogue can be a really bad thing to some people, because they don't have the attention span to really deal with all that. But yeah, 7 out of 10. It was a good episode, yes. But it had its okay moments, because the dialogue, again, did make it somewhat boring. And so, comment down below what you thought about the episode. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you disagree with me in any way, shape, or form. Why not? Like it. Subscribe for more. Have a good day, my motherfuckers.